live?
Okay, we are live on Oh No, He Didn't, Girl. Yes, he did. This is the second edition of First Date. Still First Date. So we hadn't made it to a second date yet. I will be your hostess, Eunice. That's my partner and producer, Robin. You have heard Oh No, Girl. Yes, hopefully you have heard us. And so tonight we're going to have a little fun. We have 4 featured singles. We want to encourage you to comment on the date. You can send in your own questions. We have questions prepared that the singles don't know that we're going to ask them, but this is all just for folks to have some good times and, for us to figure out how we can be less single. So if you see somebody that piques your interest, hey, slide in the DM, slide in that inbox, share it with a friend, and let's start bringing in our singles, okay? So,
all right.
Who you got first, Robin?
First up, we have Steven.
It's Steven. Hey, Steven, tell us a little something about yourself.
What's going on, folks? What's going on? Dallas, Texas. Born from Detroit, Michigan. I've been in Texas about 20 years. Sales manager in the automotive business. Work for Audi. Have a daughter in college now, freshman. Single. Looking to maybe meet somebody. Spiritual, God-fearing. Like some of the things I do, but friend of mine told me about this, so I thought I might participate. Have a little fun. So, hey, why not?
Thank you. Dallas, Texas. Big D in the house. All right. Who else we got?
All right. Next, we have Miss Adrienne.
Hey, Adrienne. What's going on? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Adrienne, Birmingham, Alabama, 42, fashion designer, grown children, and a grandchild.
Oh.
Where did that get in? She was ready.
She was ready for that. All right. Who you got next, Robin?
All right, next we have Mr. Jason.
Hey, Jason, welcome to our first date. A little bit about yourself.
Hello, how y'all doing? I'm Jason. I'm 40. I'm here from Birmingham, Alabama. I have 3 beautiful girls. I enjoy long walks on the beach and reading long novels and writing for them. No, I don't, not the other stuff, but
I was going to say, beauty of the week, I guess.
I know, right? I know, just wanted to be interesting. That's all.
All right, and then we have one more featured single tonight.
Last but not least, Miss Krystle.
Hey, Krystle, what's up? Tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Krystle. I am 37. I've never been married. I have no children. And, I love sports. I'm a coach and a teacher here in Hoover, Alabama.
All right. Welcome, y'all, to First Date. Thank you for agreeing to hang out with us and have a little fun. We're not going to keep you long. We're just going to get right into it. Now, keep in mind, most of the people that are looking at y'all have never seen y'all answer these questions on the interweb. So make it good. Make it good. And who knows, if you're lighten up by the end of the evening, just send us a little note. Let us know so we can say, okay, people perfect. All right. We're going to ask each and every one of you this particular question. I will start with Adrienne.
Before you start your first question, can you repeat what we want the audience to do so they can get involved? Just people are coming in.
Yes, we want the audience to be involved, so you can send us questions for our singles. If you hear an answer and you would like maybe more information, send the question in the comments. Also, if you hear an answer you really like, guy, girl, doesn't matter which one you are or which one they are, write their name and hashtag second date, because at the end we want to let you know who was the audience favorite or who wants the second date with you. All right. We don't win nothing else on this. We say this is very similar to dating. It is a game, but there are no winners. All right, there you go. So the first question goes to Adrienne. This is a question that I will ask of each of you. Some of the questions will only be for the women, some only for the men. This question is for everyone. So when you hear it, start getting your answer ready. All right, Adrienne, you get to choose this because you won't have time to get it ready.
Hey, go ahead.
All right, Adrienne, what are you doing that is keeping you single?
Not putting up with BS. That was easy.
Well, that's easy. Okay.
Easy.
All right. Steven, would you like to tell us what is it that you are doing that is keeping you single?
I guess not. Yeah, I guess being too picky, maybe selective.
Okay. Good answer. All right, Krystle Jane.
I would say the same thing as both of them. I'm very picky. And I don't put up with crap, and I get annoyed very easily. So if you can't get me within the first 2, 3, 4 days, that ain't gonna work.
All right, Jason.
I will use all their answers because they were wonderful. I'm the same. I'm the same way. I might be a little picky. You know, I'm not going to settle for anything. I've been married before, so I know how bad it can be. So, you know, I just want somebody to, you know, that make me want them like they want me.
Right.
Okay, so I just want to point out, I think 2 of our singles have been married before, 2 of our singles have not been married before, correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
All right,
Right.
so next question. I'm going to start with Steven. Steven,
Oh yes, of
how
course.
has the pandemic deepened your desire for a romantic partnership? Or has it?
Oh God, it's so funny. Right before it happened, or when it was happening, I was actually talking to somebody for a little bit, but it didn't work out. So I was like, damn.
Mhm.
No backup, no nothing for the last 2 months. So it was like no interaction of anything. It was like I was on
Do
an
you feel like you
island
want
by
to-
myself.
So has it deepened your
Huh?
desire to actually find that one person with no backup?
I've always had it, but it made it more intense because now it's like where everybody was on the same playing field, and it's like everybody's kind of checking each other out, make sure they're good, you know, health wise. And then it's like I think it gave everybody a new perspective as far as life in general, because it's like you're really not promised tomorrow. I had a couple of relatives pass away because of COVID, and I wanted to be healthy. My mom, she tested positive. My sister tested positive. My daughter, I even tested positive. So it was like it kind of, you know, opened you all up, almost like a new person, you know, and like, hey man, this is serious.
Right.
So I think for the next year, our world's kind of, you know, upside down a little bit. It's like flipped.
So I'm going to take that as yes, it has deepened your interest in partnership.
Of course, because I remember I told you I was seeing somebody right before, and then after her is like cold turkey. So I started watching movies.
Okay. All right. This is the PC show. Jason,
Hey,
Jason, you've been married before, so you said you definitely want to take your time before you got into that deep of a relationship again. But has the actual pandemic strengthened your desire to possibly move in that direction?
Absolutely. I'm a people person, so I usually always kind of put myself in places where I'm around people. So when before the pandemic, you know, I was busy. So when the pandemic hit, like everything was taken away, my friends, and so you kind of isolated myself. So I definitely desired that, you know, that companionship with someone, and I hadn't been able to do it.
Ain't been able to find her. All right, Krystle,
Nope.
what about you?
I wouldn't say that it has deepened my desire, because I feel like the same way I felt about being in a relationship before the pandemic, I still feel that way now. Honestly, it allowed me to kind of work on myself some. I started working out more, but I don't think it has deepened it, because like I had that deep desire before, so it's like it just kind of kept it right there. But it did kind of highlight the fact that, oh, I'm at the house by myself. So
yeah. I was going to say, I think all of us have taken some extra time to say, okay, this is a good time to kind of do some of that self-discovery and self-reflection and self-work for sure, since we can't share with nobody yet. Adrienne, what about you?
I hadn't done
I
any
have
of
the
that.
same desire, but I've kind of redefined what I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything less than that. So,
Reformulate the idea. I feel you on that. So I saw we had a comment. Most of you said you are picky. Sherry Brown wants to know, what is it that you are picky about? Like, is there something specific you can say? Now, I know, Krystle, if you ain't got an iPhone, please do not ask her for her number.
no green messages.
If you have an Android. I do know that about Krystle. Does anybody else have something else that they want to share that they are just so picky about?
Smokers. I can't date a smoker. I don't
Okay.
smoke.
Okay.
Can't date a smoker.
That's pretty common.
Short man.
Short man.
Short
Krystle,
man.
you are
How tall are you, Krystle?
I am 6'4".
Okay, yeah. So that would be
So if you're
that
not,
would
if you're
be a
not
thing.
at least 6'2",
Can't
I
do
got
it.
I got an Android and I'm under 5 feet. So sorry.
bless your heart, bless your heart.
And do you have something that you know that you might just be a little too picky about, but it's just a thing? It is what it is. Steven?
Oh, too picky. Well, I mean, I like all your answers, but actually, I used to always say picky. I think I've kind of let my guard down a little bit because we can say we can always gonna be picky about this. So I think that I call it my shelf life because I've already lived half my life and I'm older than all y'all. So
Right.
I'm like, how am I gonna be the next 10 years? Because that's right around the corner, and we're not gonna look the same.
There you go.
So with that, and like being said, I work out 5 days a week, athlete, and all that stuff. So I'm kind of open up a little bit. So what I used to really like, I kind of still like, but I'm kind of letting some passes go through a little bit. I mean, you got to, because I think it's always different for men than with women, because I know women in their 40s, successful, got it going on, still single for whatever reason. They don't want nobody young because they don't got time for kids, and they don't want nobody too old. So I'm like, hey, your opportunities, you got to figure out how many opportunities am I get as I get older.
There you go. Adrienne,
Right. I agree.
what, do you have something that you like super picky about?
No, not really. No,
Not super picky. But no, I think all of us are of an age where, we realize we're on the back nine. And so that list that we may have had when we were younger, we think we can improve it as we get older and saying, okay, but is that really important? Or is that the most important thing? So I think all of us have to go through that. Okay, now this question is for the ladies only. Ladies only. Now, that doesn't mean the men can't have a comment, but that you will not be asked this question. Okay, ladies only. Krystle, what do you think is your greatest quality in being a great partner?
I think I'm very passionate. I give my all to everything I'm involved in. So it's like, if I'm in it 100%. I come from a married couple of 42 years, so I'm not into cheating. I don't like getting a bunch of attention. So it's like, I'm very passionate. I'm committed. I'm loyal. I think that's my best quality.
All right, Adrienne, what's your best quality you bring to a partnership?
girl, just me. Hello. Just being myself, just being who I am and being authentically Adrienne. Like Krystle, my parents have been married almost 45 years this year. And in my first marriage, I was married 19 years. So I'm no stranger to relationships and what it takes to make them work.
Yes, she was married for 19 years. I mean, half her life, actually, right? You were married at 19 and were married for 19 years. Isn't that something? All right. So this question is for the men only. Men only. What is the worst thing your most recent ex could say about you?
Ooh. Think about it now. Think about it.
Take a moment. But if we were to say, surprise, we have your ex dialing in right now, what would be the worst thing she could say?
While they're thinking, please don't forget to use hashtag second date with the person's name. If they say something you like, it could be someone of the opposite sex. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right, who's ready? I gave y'all some time.
What would be the worst thing she could say about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said the worst thing, maybe selfish.
Okay.
I was more into myself than her.
Okay, good answer, or horrible answer, but good answer. All right.
Well, it's not. Well, it wasn't always. In my defense, they may have thought that at times, but I was. That's probably the strongest one. And I was like in my younger days of dating, where she, I wouldn't say I was into me, but, she thought I was paying attention more to myself and my needs than meeting her needs.
I think most of us can probably say that about most of our exes, quite honestly. So that I would agree with that probably. All right, Jason, what could your most recent ex, what would be the worst thing she could say about you?
My cutoff game is impeccable. That's what she.
Okay,
that's what she's.
My ghost. We have a conversation to end the relationship. Cutoff game means what to you? Does that mean you just disappear and ghost somebody?
No, I don't disappear and ghost somebody, but like I said, I'm gonna deal with what I'm gonna deal with,
Uh-huh.
to the best of my ability. But when it gets to the point to where I feel like there's no need to further this along, everything is cut. Social media, phone calls, text messages, everything is off. I'll be talking to you one day, and then once it's over, it's over. She was like, "You deleted all my pictures off of Facebook, off your Instagram." Yeah, because that's how I cope with it. I done
Okay.
took the pictures out my phone. I don't have anything. Like you never existed.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but that could be a thing. I've had an ex who was it that he unfriended me on Facebook, and so I wouldn't have unfriended him, but I did go in and block him because my page is public. I was like, I don't even care about that, but let me block you now. We have a question from Krystle.
Krystle, yes.
He was
yes.
curious about what is the guys. They want to hear the guys answer the question about what is your best quality that you would bring into a romantic partnership. Jason, we'll start with you this time. What would be your best quality?
My sense of humor is impeccable. I mean,
Your
they
favorite
said
word is impeccable.
That's his favorite
impeccable.
word.
I said I got me a book of words. So I said I was gonna use one word like repeatedly so y'all can catch on to it. So
Okay.
impeccable was my word. Anyway, hey, I have a tremendous sense of humor, and I always want you to feel good and me to feel good. And they always say a man will laugh you out your panties. So hey, I will laugh. I will have you rolling. You hear me? I have a million jokes. I'm on number 12 right
I
now.
like to have a man laugh me back into my panties.
Laughing out of. Laughing out of.
Stephen, what would you say is your best quality that you bring into a romantic relationship?
Attention to detail.
I want his
I
answer.
think,
I'll change mine. I want his answer.
No, you can't change.
I pay attention. I listen to things that you like, that you want, or things you like to do, and I try to create that based on your personality and how it can coexist with mine
I think
as well.
looking at you, Stephen. You cutting off half of your face.
Oh, I'm sorry. See me? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
You got me. There you go. But no, I mean, I've been known to be a charmer, like a flower, a rose. If you like certain music or dinner or food, might offer even to cook for you. You don't have to be my girlfriend for me to like you to do something nice. I think nowadays people don't want to do that just because I like you. I want to do this for you. You don't have to be my woman, or I don't have to be your man. So I might try it once, and if it works, cool. If it don't, somebody is going to appreciate that.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be me, and I got 3 sisters. I got a daughter, so I don't like men disrespecting none of my sisters. So I learned that from being raised by women, how to treat a lady, over time. So now it's like me and Piqued to pick the right one to give them all them benefits, give them the benefit package, and
there you go, the benefit package.
The benefit package. So it's like
Stephen,
I think I'm pretty.
You getting hashtag second dates on that answer. And Jason wants to co-sign on your answer as well. Great answer. We gotta keep it moving. All right. Next question. I'm gonna start with Adrienne this time. Okay, so all of us have kind of mentioned what we prefer or what we like, but how open are you right now to dating outside of your type?
Open.
That doesn't really sound open, but not that open. You still have in your mind what you want, and you still very attached to that. That's your, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, how open are you to dating outside of your type?
I think about it. That's a rough one. I think about it, but I like what I like.
I think we're learning while we're all sitting here single.
Yeah, I like what I like.
Stephen, how open are you to dating outside of your type?
Well, I'm the opposite. I'm open because I'm kind of trying. I'm trying to trying it, in a way. It's like my sisters used to always know there's a certain.
Okay, wait. Did we leave Stephen?
We lost him. Hold on.
All right, we lost Steven.
We lost Steven. Oh, here he is. He's coming back. Hold on. He's coming back. There he is. There he is.
Okay,
See, I got to the good stuff, and we just had to take it off.
I don't know what happened. It just left you.
Hey, that's what good. But no, seriously,
you are dating outside of your type, is what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it a few times, and it was like, okay, not the norm. Is like she's very excited. I could tell. I'm trying to get excited in different ways, and because sometimes when you date your type, it doesn't always work. So sometimes the opposite.
It doesn't work because all of us have a type, but we're all single. So I think that means that this type conversation, we need to drop it. Krystle, what about you? How open are you? You told us he has to be at least 6'2". Like, how open are you to that 5'11" love?
Some things I'm more open to, but the height, no. Android, I can deal with some green messages every now and then, but
when
I mean, it is what it is. If the Lord send me somebody with Android, I'm gonna talk to me to get an iPhone. But I can deal with the Android, but the height, it's certain things that I can't deal with. Like I can't deal with just him being short. I'm 6'4". I'm sorry.
Fine. You 6'4". You deserve to have somebody you don't have to bend down to look at.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a few more questions, so I need everybody to keep their answers moving. But this is going to require a little bit of thought, a little bit of conversation, but not the most. All right. Post pandemic. We're talking about when we are free to roam about the earth, as we previously did. What would be your dream first date? What would be the one thing you would love to do on a first date post-pandemic? Jason, I'll start with you this time.
Post-pandemic. Do we have to be here? Because there's nothing.
Whatever you're doing.
There's nothing in Birmingham that I would want to do on a first date to post-pandemic.
You're not limited to Birmingham.
Right.
Okay, now I want to date on the beach, like a real romantic, like sunset date on the beach, where it's candlelit, nice table, nice dinner, conversation, wine, all that good stuff.
Nice. Okay, Krystle, what would be your dream post-pandemic first date?
Similar. I'd probably like to cap it off with some sports, like watching football. Football's about to be in full swing. So dinner and then go somewhere to watch a game afterwards because I love football.
And Brittany says that you are right. Don't nobody want to bend down to hug no man. All right.
My knee's too bad for that.
All right, Steven, what would be your post-pandemic dream first date?
Her willing to do like a weekend road trip, 3 or 4 hours getaway. If it's like not saying camping, like a cottage or like a little resort, hang out weekend, really get to know each other, do some different activities, and it's like you get a lot of great one-on-one quality time with each other because we don't know nobody, so it's just us.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Cabin, road trip. All right, Adrienne, what would be your dream first date?
Listen, can we just catch a flight somewhere and get to know each other on the plane? Like, seriously, I need a trip. Like, plane flight. No.
I'm with you, Adrienne.
Listen, that's dream first date. There we go.
All right, Sherry Brown is commenting. She said she didn't reach way down like Jesus picked up a short man.
She love her a short man now.
Sherry not 6'4".
I know it's different. It's different.
Right.
It's different for everybody. Okay, we're also getting some comments. Let's see. Janelia says, "Wow, you love football and you're single. How?" I know, right?
How is that? Somebody tell me.
All right, Krystle T. asked Steven with a second date hashtag for your dream date, and she also wants to know, do you hike? I know that Krystle Ash does hike. Do you hike, Steven?
Open to it with the partner. If she hikes, hey, I'm all in. I'll try anything just once. It's the company. Company.
Wonderful answer. I will give you a hashtag second date on that, Steven. All right, this question is for men only. Men only.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start with Jason, would you rather feel wanted or needed?
Wanted. Definitely wanted.
Wanted more than needed. Do you want to explain why?
Nobody technically needs you. I want somebody to, want me there, want me to feel like they want to be in my presence. because nobody actually, you don't need anybody, but you know, I'd rather feel wanted.
All right, Stephen.
Probably agree. Wanting, there's nothing like being wanted and desired. You know, somebody you think about, you can't wait to see, and just, you know, make your, when somebody says their name, you kind of get a little smile, you feel a little good. You can't,
Right.
you can't wait to see him. You know, it's like,
Right.
damn, give me some sugar, mama. Give me something.
That's
Exactly.
interesting that both of the men said wanted when we've done a podcast topic about this. That I remember one guy broke up with me because he said I made him feel like I could take him or leave him. It was the fact that I didn't need him. He never felt secure in the relationship because he knew I didn't need him. Now maybe have over communicated it in the past, like, oh, now I don't need you. So I learned not to do that.
Because I ain't speaking for him, but men like to feel wanted. If we feel as though you don't want us, we're like, well, why are we there?
I know.
Why are we there?
Exactly.
I mean, why are we in your life? We like to feel, baby, can you do this for me? I need,
That's
I
needed.
want you. Can you? Well, no, it's not need. It's like, I want you. Well, need, want, whatever you call it. It's like adding something. It's like, I want you. There's nothing like, you look at them, you're excited. Come here, baby. I'm happy. Just come up to you physically. The passion, the romance. Need. I got a woman, there's a lot of women out there got it going on for themselves. They say, I don't need none of this, I don't need none of that. You're right. Just stay by yourself, get your dogs, and you be just fine.
Hey, I feel attacked.
The dogs. I gotta bring the dogs into it.
Stand by, sir.
There's always somebody with a dog. There's always somebody with a dog.
And sometimes they treat them better than they treat a human being. I mean, I'm just saying.
There's a reason why.
They're a lot more loyal, that's for sure.
And they do exactly what you tell them to do, though. They do exactly what you tell them to do. They don't go nowhere. They're there all day long.
Okay,
and I mean, sure.
Some people felt like they would not go to a cabin on the first date because they've been watching ID Discovery too much, and they assume you would talk about their body. So
definitely said that.
Well, guess what? They don't have to. If I'm orchestrated and she's feeling me, she might just go. All it takes is one.
Stephen, hit his inbox if you are willing to potentially maybe get chopped up, but we don't know. All right. Men do have the cape. They want to save you, regardless of what these two men said. Everybody's answer, you can't have a wrong answer, but those were the wrong answers. All right. Women only. How important is it for a man to speak your love language? So when we learn about the love language, we know that when we put the same one, how important is it that you get into your category to communicate it?
Very important. Because if you don't speak a person's love language, then they won't feel love. If I don't like gifts and you always buy me gifts and all I want to do is spend some time with you, then I'm going to feel like you don't love me because you won't spend time with me.
All right, Krystle.
I think it depends on what phase of the relationship you're in. I listened to a podcast with a married couple, and they're just now loving each other. I mean, learning each other's love language. They've been married for 15 years, so it just depends on where you are in your, in that relationship. So in the beginning, you may be learning each other, but once they learn and they know, then it is very important for them to know it.
We were talking about this earlier. Robin and I were talking about a potential podcast topic, and this was the question because we were saying the initial thought in love languages is what Adrienne said. If they're not speaking your language, it's not being communicated to you. But how much do you give a person credit for maybe speaking in their language? It's not your language, but they're doing so much in their own language that you say they're still just communicating love. It's not my language, but they're trying to communicate love to me.
Right.
How important that is. All right, moving on. Stephen, if your best friend wrote a book about you, what would the name of it be? This question is for everyone, but Stephen, you don't get any time to think about it. If your best friend wrote a book about you, what would be the title of that book?
A charmer.
A charmer.
Charmer, charismatic. Charmer.
All right. Jason, what would your best friend write a book? What would the title be about you?
Jason, another one. That would be the name of the book. Cause I don't waste time. I know what I like. I know what I'm gonna do. And then if I don't, like I told you, my cutout game is impeccable.
I can't believe you didn't say the name of your book would not be impeccable.
Impeccable.
Exactly.
I just
Exactly.
Right.
I was like, obviously it's called Impeccable. All right, Krystle, what's the name of the book your best friend would write about you?
Ooh, my best friend, probably child, because that's all we do when we get on the phone. Just we have fun and tell stories to each other, so it'd probably be child.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
All right, Adrienne, what's the name of the book your best friend writes? If Jason don't stop fooling around with them fun.
I keep muting him for that reason.
I'm
The 5 foot man.
Probably she's dope because I'm a dope woman and I'm not apologetic about it.
She's dope. Best friend write a book about Adrienne. It would be called She's Dope. I'm trying to get to some of these comments. Jason, I don't know if these people know you, but they say you always looking for love. So Jason, the question is, do you always believe there is something better out there for you, or do you think you ever believe you have gotten the best for you?
I haven't. I'm always looking for love. That's the truth. That's just who I am. I want to be in love. I want to love somebody, but I always get the short end of the stick. So, I lead with my heart and not my head, and it's probably my problem.
You said it's your barber. Why you leave with your head?
His problem, girl.
My problem.
I thought he said that his barber. That's why he leave with his head. Okay.
No.
My bad. Adrienne, let me ask you this. You are in a new phase of discovering what it is you do want and don't want and need and don't need and how you value more of your time. Do you think that would cause you to stay single longer, or you think it'll cause you to be able to spot the right one sooner?
I'll probably be able to spot the right one sooner. I mean, and then I'll make time for the right one. So yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay, Krystle. Outside of him having an Android and being shorter than you, what is either the best line you have ever heard for somebody to pick you up, or what is something that would work on you as far as a first line to get your attention?
I think anything that shows that they're genuine. I think when people try too hard, it's a turn off. So, I mean, and I want y'all to stop acting like I wouldn't talk to nobody with an Android. I would seriously try it, but I would try to talk them into an iPhone. But I mean, I just think when people try too hard.
People try to.
I'm saying it's not that deep, Steven. That's what I said. Stop acting like it.
Steven, what is it that you like first about a woman?
I'll repeat that. Somebody was talking. Say it again.
What is the first thing you noticed about a woman that piqued your attention or curiosity about getting to know more about her? What's the first thing you usually notice?
Wow. From a distance, smile, probably. Smile. Yeah. Probably a smile. That's like it. I mean, the smile's got to be on point. I don't know. I like a smile.
That's a good answer, Jason.
If you don't like to smile, it's kind of hard.
Jason, what's the first thing you notice?
Same thing. Smile. You can see a smile from across the room. So if she has a beautiful smile, that's gonna make it real easy for you to approach her.
That's so sweet.
Correct.
Ladies, are y'all smiling? All right, so I'm going through. Robin, have you been counting up the hashtags?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like while I'm staring over here like this.
I know. Okay, she's over there tallying up. We're trying to wrap this up, but we want to see who got the most hashtag second dates. Also, keep in mind, all these people will be tagged in this episode, and so if you catch this episode later after the live, you can, slide in somebody's inbox. I feel like you got to have a beautiful smile for Steven and Jason. Please, with no BS for Adrienne, and go ahead, trade in that Android before you hit in a green message. Okay. But that's why they are
gosh.
singles, for you guys to see some people out here that you might be interested in. And, you know, hey, we just trying to make some connections. Robin, do you have a count on
I do.
You got a count on who got the most hashtag second date?
I absolutely do.
What do you say? Who got it? Because I don't know. All of y'all gave really great answers, except for the men on the I want to be wanted answer. That definitely was the lie detector test came back and it says
That was a lie.
who got the most hashtag second dates?
Okay, it actually was really close because everybody got votes on this one, like everybody.
Okay, so everybody got some hashtag.
So that's why I had to keep counting it up. But the winner is.
That winner. Let's make sure they know there is no prize.
Yeah, much like in dating. The impeccable Jason. Jason got love in the comments.
I was not expecting that. I really wasn't.
I wasn't either. I'm gonna tell you what I think put you over the top. I think at this time of night, the sound of a bag of pork rinds rustling. That's.
I was handing out. I'm doing two things. I'm handing out my jerseys. I am a softball coach. I play softball on Sundays. I'm handing out my jerseys. My bad.
Oh, he's a softball coach. See, you need to throw that in. He's a softball coach. There you go. All right. Well, congratulations, Jason. You said it was close. Everybody did get hashtag.
Several second dates, but that's why I had to go back and read it again.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Regina McLean
Appreciate
said,
it.
"She's smiling because you see beautiful people out here looking for love."
All right, that'll work. Inbox is wide open.
I appreciate and Jason from Birmingham, and Krystle in Birmingham, and Adrienne in Birmingham. We really appreciate all y'all tuning in. Make sure you share with a friend. Keep in mind, we're trying to do at least one first date a month. At least.
I guess.
Slide and if you would like to be a featured single on an upcoming episode, we would love to have you. Unfortunately, we got so many folks out here that's single. You know, we trying to cut down on the numbers. We trying to get some of y'all off the street. All right. So I really appreciate all of our featured singles.
No problem.
Make sure y'all listen to Oh No Girl Yes, the podcast, available on all podcast platforms. I see Robin's mom asking how tall is Jason.
Wow.
5 foot.
That's Robin's mom asking about how
5'10". I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10".
5'10".
Yes,
5 foot earlier. I remember.
He did say 5 feet.
No, I say I was under 6 foot. I'm over 5 foot. I'm 5'10" actually. I'm not.
Okay.
I know I was under 6 foot.
Steven,
I'm over 5.
Steven, how tall are you? How tall are you, Steven?
6'5".
6'5".
Krystle. Krystle. Look at her face. Look at her face. All right. Inbox is open.
I am so sorry. Steven is 6'5". All right. Do with that whatever you will, people. Go forward, be safe, be prosperous. We'll see y'all next time on First Date, and make sure you check out Oh No, He Didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.
Good night.
Good night.